Prince of Denmark, a play by William Shakespeare, read for you by Weirdo. Act 4, Scene 1. A room in the castle. Enter King, Queen, Rosencrantz, and Guildenstern. There's clearly something behind those heavy sighs. You need to explain them. We deserve to know what's going on. So, where's your son? Give us room for a moment. To Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, who leave. Oh, my dear lord, you won't believe what I've witnessed tonight. What is it, Gertrude? How's Hamlet? He's as wild as the sea crashing against the wind, each trying to overpower the other in his frenzied madness. He heard something move behind the tapestry, drew his sword, and shouted, "A rat! A rat!" And in that reckless panic, he killed the poor old man who couldn't even be seen. Oh, what a terrible thing! If we'd been there, it might have happened to us too. Letting him run free is a danger to everyone, to you, to me, to the whole court. How can we possibly answer for this bloody act? People will blame us. It was our duty to watch him closer, keep him away from others, but we loved him too much and wouldn't see what really needed to be done. Like someone not hiding a nasty disease, we let it keep festering deep in our hearts instead of exposing it. Where has he gone now? He's gone to drag away the body he's just killed. And in the middle of all that madness, like precious metal shining through the dull rock, you can still see something pure in him. He's crying over what he's done. Oh, Gertrude, come with me. As soon as the sun hits the mountains, we'll send him away at once. And this horrible murder, we'll have to use all our power and finesse to make it look acceptable and find excuses for it. Oh, Guildenstern. Enter Rosencrantz and Guildenstern again. Friends, both of you, gather some extra help. Hamlet, in his madness, has killed Polonius and dragged the body out of his mother's room. Go find him, speak gently, and bring the body to the chapel. And hurry, please. Exit Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Come, Gertrude, let's summon our wisest allies. Tell them what we plan to do next and what's already happened. So maybe gossip, which flies across the whole world like a cannonball, won't poison our reputation, and instead will hit nothing but empty air. Oh, come on, let's go. My soul is completely torn and terrified. Scene 2. Another room in the castle. Enter Hamlet. All tucked away, nice and safe. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern off stage. Hamlet! Hamlet! Lord Hamlet! Hamlet! Lord Hamlet! Oh, what's that noise? Who's calling for Hamlet? Here they come. Enter Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. What did you do with the dead body, my lord? Mix it back with the dirt, where it naturally belongs. Tell us where it is, so we can take it away and bring it to the chapel. Oh, don't fall for it. Fall for what? That I'd keep your secrets, but not my own. Don't bet on it. And anyway, what answer should the son of a king give when questioned by a sponge? Do you really think I'm a sponge, my lord? Yep, a sponge that soaks up the king's favor, his gifts, his power. But that's exactly the kind of servant that ends up helping the king the most. He keeps you around like a monkey keeps a nut in his cheek. Chews on you now and then, but saves swallowing for later. And when the king wants what you've picked up for him, he just squeezes you dry. And there goes the sponge, all emptied out again. I don't get what you mean, my lord. Good. I'm glad. A sneaky speech is the safest when it falls on foolish ears. My lord, you have to tell us where the body is, and come with us to the king. The body is with the king, but the king's not with the body. The king's just a thing. A thing, my lord? A thing made of nothing. Oh, come on. Take me to him. Hide and seek. Fox in front, everyone chase. They exit. Scene 3. Another room in the castle. Enter king, attended. I've already sent people to find him and the body. It's so dangerous to let this man run free. But we can't just throw the law at him directly. The masses adore him, though not with the reason, just because of what they see. And when that happens, people judge how harsh the punishment looks, not whether the crime deserved it. To keep everything calm and controlled, his sudden exile must look like it was carefully planned. Desperate diseases need desperate cures, or they can't be cured at all. Enter Rosencrantz. Well, what happened? We couldn't get him to tell us where he hid the body, my lord. But where is he now? Outside, my lord. Under guard, waiting for your orders. Bring him in. Ho, Guildenstern! Bring in my lord! Enter Hamlet and Guildenstern. Now, Hamlet, where's Polonius? At supper. At supper? Where? Not eating supper, but being eaten. A whole council of crafty worms are feasting on him right now. The worm's really the ultimate ruler of the food chain. We fatten up animals to feed ourselves, and then we fatten ourselves just to become food for maggots. Whether it's a fat king or a skinny beggar, it all ends up the same. Just 2 dishes served on the death's plate. That's where it all leads. Oh, dear God. A man could fish with the very worm that's been eating a king, then eat the fish that ate the worm. Huh? What on earth are you trying to say? Just pointing out how a king can end up traveling through a beggar's guts. Where's Polonius? In heaven. Send someone up to check, and if your man doesn't find him there, then go look for him in the other place yourself. But honestly, if you don't find him within the month, you'll smell him soon enough as you walk up the stairs into the lobby to the attendants. Go look for him there. Oh, don't worry. He's not going anywhere. He'll wait for you. Attendants exit. Hamlet, because of what you've done, and for your own safety, which we truly care about, even though we're deeply upset by your actions, we have to send you away, and fast. So get ready. The ship's waiting, the wind's favorable, and your travel companions are standing by, and everything's set. You're going to England. To England? Yes, Hamlet. Good. It is good, if only you knew where we were really sending you. Oh, there's an angel who sees your true plans, but never mind. Off to England. Farewell, dear mother. I'm your loving father, Hamlet. My mother. Father and mother are husband and wife. Husband and wife become one flesh. So really, my mother. Come on then, off to England. Exit. Follow right behind him. Hurry him straight onto the ship. Don't waste time. I want him gone tonight. Go now. Everything's signed and sealed that needed doing. Please, be quick. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern exit. And England, if you value my friendship at all, and you should, since your scars from the Danish sword are still fresh and you still show us respect, don't you dare take this royal order lightly. The letters I'm sending demand Hamlet's immediate execution. Do it, England. Finish this off for me. He burns in my blood like a fever, and only you can cure me. Until I know it's done, whatever else happens, I can't truly feel at peace. Exit. Scene 4. A plane in Denmark. Enter Fortinbras and forces marching. Go, Captain! Give my greetings to the Danish king, and tell him that, with his permission, Fortinbras is asking to move his promised troops across his land. You know where we're meant to meet, and if His Majesty wants anything from us, we're ready to show our respect in person. So make sure he knows that. I'll take care of it, my lord. Go gently. Don't rush. Exit all but the captain. Enter Hamlet, Rosencrantz, Guildenstern, and others. Good sir, whose army is this? Norway, sir. And what's their goal, if I may ask? They're marching against a part of Poland. Who's leading them? Fortinbras. Old Norway's nephew. Is he attacking the heart of Poland, sir? Or just some borderland? Honestly, and without exaggeration, we are fighting over a tiny scrap of land. It's worthless except for bragging rights. I wouldn't even bother renting it for 5 ducats, and even if it were sold outright, neither Norway nor Poland would get much more than that for it. Then surely the Poles won't even bother defending it. Oh, they already have. It's got troops stationed there. So 2,000 men and 20,000 ducats will march and die over something as worthless as this straw? That's what happens when a nation's too rich and too comfortable. The rot starts inside, and no one can even see why people end up dying. Thank you kindly, sir. God be with you, sir. Exit. Shall we go, my lord? I'll catch up with you in a moment. Go ahead. Exit all but Hamlet. How everything around me keeps throwing my own delay in my face, pushing me to finally take my revenge. What's a man worth if all he does with his time is sleep and eat? He's nothing more than a beast. Surely the one who gave us such vast minds, able to look forward and back, didn't intend for that godlike reason to rot away, unused. Maybe it's lazy forgetfulness, or maybe it's cowardly overthinking. Why every careful thought is really 1 part wisdom and 3 parts fear. I don't know why I'm still standing here saying, I need to do this, when I have the motive, the will, the strength, and the means to do it. Huge, obvious examples surround me. Look at this army, massive and costly, led by a young, delicate prince whose spirit, blown up by noble ambition, mocks whatever might happen, risking life and everything mortal and fragile against fate, death, and danger, just for a scrap of land no bigger than an eggshell. True greatness isn't about never acting unless the cause is huge. It's about being willing to fight over a straw when honor demands it. So where does that leave me? I've got a murdered father, a shamed mother, every possible reason both in my blood and in my mind, and yet I let it all slide. While to my shame, I watched 20,000 men march to their deaths, going to graves they treat like beds, fighting over a piece of land that isn't big enough to hold the dead who'd fall on it. From this moment on, my thoughts must be soaked in blood or they're worthless. Exit. Scene 5. Elsinore. A room in the castle. Enter Queen, Horatio, and a gentleman. I won't speak with her. She's relentless, truly out of her mind. Her state deserves some pity. What does she want? She keeps talking about her father, saying she hears there are deceptions in the world. Sighs, clutches at her chest, kicks at random straws out of spite, speaks in riddles that barely make sense. What she says means nothing on its own, but somehow it still gets to people. They try to piece together her words, twist them to fit whatever they're already thinking, and with her winks, nods, and wild gestures, it almost feels like there's meaning behind it all. Though really, it's all chaos and misery. It'd be wise to let her speak to someone because she might spread dangerous rumors into minds ready to believe anything. Fine. Let her come in. Exit, gentlemen. My troubled soul feels it, the way guilt works. Every little thing seems like a sign of some bigger disaster waiting to happen. Guilt is so clumsy and paranoid that it ends up revealing itself. Just by being afraid, it might be revealed. Enter Ophelia. Where's the beautiful majesty of Denmark? What's the matter, Ophelia? Sings. How will you know your true love from anyone else? By his cockle hat and staff and his leather sandals. Oh dear, sweet girl, what does this song mean? What? No, please listen. Sings. He is dead and gone, lady. He is dead and gone, and his head a grass green tarv, at his heels a stone. No, but Ophelia, please, listen. Sings. His shroud was white as mountain snow. Enter King. Oh, look at her, my lord. Sings. Covered all with sweet flowers, but no one truly mourns him to the grave with tears of real love. How are you, dear girl? Well, God bless you. They say the owl used to be a baker's daughter. Lord, we know who we are right now, but not what we might become. God sends blessings to your table. She's rambling about her father. Please, let's not talk about it. But if anyone asks what it means, just tell them this. Sings. Tomorrow is St. Valentine's Day, early in the morning light, and I, a maiden, stood at your window to be your Valentine. Then he got up and dressed himself, and opened the door, and he let the maid in, but when she left, she wasn't a maid anymore. Sweet Ophelia, truly now, without swearing, I'll finish it off. Sings. By Jesus and by Saint Charity, oh dear, shame on them. A young man will do it if they get the chance. By God, they're the ones to blame. She said, before you sleep with me, you promised you would marry, and so I would have. He swore by the sun If only you hadn't let me into your bed. How long has she been like this? I hope everything will turn out all right. We have to be patient. But I can't help crying when I think they've put him in the cold earth. My brother will hear about this. And thank you for your kind advice. Come, my carriage. Good night, ladies, good night. Sweet ladies, good night, good night. Exit. Stay close to her. Keep a careful eye on her, please. Exit, Horatio. Oh, this is the poison of deep grief. It all comes from her father's death. Oh, Gertrude, when sorrows show up, they don't come alone, but all at once, like an army marching in. First her father killed, then your son sent away, and by his own violent act forced into exile. The people now are restless, thick with ugly rumors about the death of good Polonius, and we've handled it poorly, burying him in secret without proper ceremony. Poor Ophelia, torn from her own mind and good sense, and without that, we're nothing but empty images or beasts. And worst of all, just as heavy as everything else, her brother has secretly come back from France, brooding over his shock, hiding his plans, and there's no shortage of gossipers whispering poison in his ears about how his father died. With so little real evidence, they won't hesitate to blame us directly from ear to ear. Oh, my dear Gertrude, all of this feels like a cannon blasting me from every side, killing me over and over. A noise within. Oh no, what's that noise? Where are my guards? Have them watch the door. Enter a gentleman. What's going on? Save yourself, my lord. The sea itself couldn't flood the shore faster than young Laertes, leading a wild mob. He's breaking through your guards and officers. The crowd is calling him their lord, and as if the world had just been created, with no past, no old customs, nothing holding him back. They're shouting, let's choose our own king. Laertes shall be king. They're throwing hats, waving hands, screaming so loud it shakes the sky. Laertes shall be king. Laertes king. How happily they chase after the wrong scent. Oh, this madness in reverse, you treacherous Danish dogs. A noise within. They're breaking down the doors. Enter Laertes, armed with a mob of Danes behind him. Where is this king? Gentlemen, wait outside. No, let's go with you. Please, let me do this alone. All right. They step back outside the door. Thank you. Guard the door. You vile king. Give me back my father. Please, Laertes, calm yourself. If even a single drop of my blood stayed calm right now, it would prove I am a bastard. It will call my father a fool and slap a mark of shame right here on the pure, spotless forehead of my true mother. What's driven you to this, Laertes, that your rebellion looks so huge and dangerous? Let him go, Gertrude. Don't worry about me. There's a kind of divine protection around a king. Treason might threaten, but it rarely dares to act fully on its rage. Tell me, Laertes, why are you so furious? Let him go, Gertrude. Speak, man. Where is my father? He's dead, but not killed by him. Ask all you need. Get every answer you want. How did he die? And don't you dare try to fool me. To hell with loyalty. My vows can go to the devil. Conscience and mercy, throw them in the deepest pit. I don't care if it damns me. Right here and right now, I'm ready to throw away this world and the next. Let whatever happens, happen. All I want is revenge, and I'll have it fully and completely for my father. Who could possibly stop you? Only my own will, not the whole world put together. And as for my resources, I'll manage them so cleverly that even a little will take me a long way. Good, Laertes. If you want to be sure about your father's death, it's part of your plan that in your revenge you'll drag both friends and enemies down, winners and losers alike? No, only his enemies. Then do you even know who they are? To his true friends I'll open my arms this wide, and like the pelican that feeds her young with her own blood, I'd give them everything, even my life. Now that's spoken like a loyal son and an honorable man. I'll prove to you, as clearly as daylight, that I had nothing to do with your father's death, and that I truly mourn his loss too. Upstage, let her come in! What's this? What's that noise? Re-enter Ophelia, covered in straws and flowers, looking wild. Oh God, Let the heat dry up my brain. Let tears salty enough to burn wash the sight and sense from my eyes. By heaven, whoever caused your madness will pay in full till the scales of justice tip from the weight. Oh, Rose of May, dear girl, gentle sister, sweet Ophelia, oh heavens, is it really possible that a young woman's mind can die just as easily as an old man's body? Nature is delicate in love, and when it loves deeply, it often sends something precious, even madness, to follow after the thing it lost. Sings. They carried him uncovered on the bier. Hey, nonny, hey, nonny, many tears rained down upon his grave. Farewell, my dear dove. If you were in your right mind and actually begged me to take revenge, it wouldn't break my heart worse than this does. You have to sing down, down, and you call him a downer. And how that old song fits. It's about the crooked steward who stole his master's daughter. This nonsense somehow carries more meaning than real words. Here's rosemary. That's for remembrance. Please, darling, remember. And here are pansies. That's for thoughts. A letter written by madness itself, full of thoughts and memories perfectly matched. Here's fennel for you, and columbines, and here's rue for you, and some for me too. We call it the herb of grace on Sundays, but you must wear your rue differently than I do. And here's a daisy. I would have given you some violets, but they all withered when my father died. They say he died well, at least. Sings, for bonny sweet Robin is all my joy. She takes thoughts of grief, suffering, and even hell itself and somehow turns them into something gentle and strangely beautiful. Sings, and he will not come again, and he will not come again, no, no, he said go to thy deathbed, he will never come again. His beard was white as snow, his hair all pale and fair, he's gone, and we throw our grief away. God have mercy on his soul, and all Christian souls. I pray God be with you all. Exit. Do you see this? Oh God, Laertes, you must let me share in your grief, or else you're denying me my right to defend myself. Step aside for a moment. Pick out your wisest friends and let them hear and judge between us. If they find that I had anything to do with this, directly or indirectly, I will hand over my entire kingdom, my crown, my life, everything I have to you to make it right. But if they find me innocent, then please be patient with me, and together we'll work to bring peace back to your heart. All right, let's do it this way. But look at how he died, and how he was buried in secret. No honors, no sword laid over his grave, no coat of arms, no proper funeral rites, no ceremony at all. It all screams out for justice, as if heaven itself were shouting down to earth. I have to question it, and you shall question it, and wherever the guilt lies, let the great axe fall. Come with me now. They exit. Scene 6. Another room in the castle. Enter Horatio and a servant. Who are these people who want to see me? Sailors, sir. They say they have letters for you. All right, let them in. Exit servant. Can't imagine who else in the world will be sending me letters, unless it's from Lord Hamlet. Enter sailors. God bless you, sir. And may he bless you too. I'm sure he will, sir, if he feels like it. Here's a letter for you. It comes from the ambassador who was headed to England, if your name is Horatio, like I've been told it is. Reads. Horatio, once you've read this, help these men get an audience with the king. They've got letters for him. Before we'd even been 2 days at sea, we got chased by a pirate ship, fully armored for war. We were too slow to outrun them, and so we had to fight. And in the chaos, I boarded their ship. Right then, they broke away from ours, leaving me alone as their prisoner. They've treated me like merciful thieves, but they knew what they were doing, and I owe them a favor. Make sure the king gets the letters I've sent and hurry to me as fast as if you were running from death itself. I've got things to tell you that will leave you speechless. Though even my words feel too small for what really happened. These good sailors will bring you to me. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are still headed for England, and there's a lot I need to tell you about them. Farewell, the one you know so well, Hamlet. Oh, come on, I'll help you deliver your letters to the king right away. And And the sooner I do, the sooner you can take me to Hamlet. Exit. Scene 7. Another room in the castle. Enter King and Laertes. Now your own conscience must clear me, and you must see me as your friend, since you've heard and understood well that the man who killed your noble father also tried to take my life. That does seem clear enough. But tell me this. Why didn't you act against these crimes right away? They're deadly serious, deserving the harshest punishment, and your own safety, your wisdom, everything you stand for should have pushed you to do it instantly. For two main reasons, which might sound weak to you, but to me they're powerful. First, the Queen, his mother, lives almost entirely for him. And whether that's my virtue or my curse, she's so deeply bound to my life and soul that, like a star locked in its orbit, I couldn't act against him without hurting her too. Second, if I tried to bring formal charges against him, the people who love him so blindly would have covered up all his faults with their affection. Like water that turns wood into stone, they'd have turned his chains into honors. My accusations, not strong enough to fight such roaring public favor, would have snapped back on me instead of striking where I aimed. And so here I am. I've lost a noble father, and my sister's been driven to utter madness. She was so perfect that if we could praise backwards through time, she'd outshine every woman at this age. But revenge will come. I swear it. Don't lose sleep over it. Don't think we're so dull and spineless that we'd let danger shake us by the beard and call it fun. You'll hear more from me soon. I loved your father, and I love myself too. And I hope that's enough to make you trust that. Enter messenger. Well, what's the news? Letters from my lord, from Hamlet. One for your majesty, and one for the queen. From Hamlet? Who delivered them? Sailors, my lord, or so they said. I didn't see them myself. Claudio handed them to me. He got them from whoever brought them. Laertes, listen. You should hear this too. Leave us. Exit messenger. Reads. High and mighty, you should know I've landed in your kingdom with nothing but myself. Tomorrow I'll ask permission to come before your majesty. And first, begging your pardon, explain the strange reasons for my sudden return. Hamlet. What does this mean? Have all the others come back too? Or is this some trick and none of it real? Do you recognize the handwriting? Yes, it's definitely Hamlet's attitude, nothing but myself. And in the postscript, he even emphasizes alone. What do you think we should do? I'm completely baffled, my lord, but let him come. Just the thought of facing him fires up the sickness in my heart, because I'll live to look him in the eye and say, this is how you die. If that's the case, Laertes, and really, why wouldn't it be? How could it be otherwise? Will you let me guide you? Yes, my lord. As long as your guidance doesn't end with telling me to forgive him. I mean only to bring you peace. If Hamlet really has come back, having given up his voyage and deciding to stay, I'll set him up for something I've already planned. A scheme so perfect he won't be able to escape it. And when he dies, not a soul will suspect a thing. Even his own mother will swear it was just an accident. My lord, I'll follow your lead, especially if you can come up with a plan that lets me be the instrument that strikes him down. That fits perfectly. Since you've been back, people have spoken highly of you, and Hamlet heard it too, about one particular skill, where they say you truly excel. All the other talents together never made him so jealous as this single one, which, to me, is honestly the least impressive. And what skill is that, my lord? It's a skill that's really just a flashy ornament for young men, yet still important, because youth suits its bright, showy uniform, just as old age suits its dark robes and sober look, both giving off their own kind of dignity. About 2 months ago, there was a gentleman from Normandy here. I've seen the French ride myself, even fought against them. And they're good horsemen. But this guy had something magical. He seemed to become one with his horse, doing things so incredible you'd swear a man and beast were fused together. He was so far beyond what I could even imagine, that even if I tried to fake the same moves and tricks, I'd still fall short of what he actually did. A Norman, you say? A Norman. By my life, that must be Lamode. Exactly him. I know him well. He really is the jewel, the crown piece of the whole nation. He actually spoke of you and gave such a glowing expert report of your skill and finesse in fencing, especially your talent with the rapier, that he said it'd be a wonder to see anyone who could truly rival you. He swore that even the best fencers in France had no movement, no guard, no instinct to match yours if they faced you. And this praise poisoned Hamlet with envy so badly that all he could do was wish and beg for you to hurry back and spar with him. Now, from all this, what are you getting at, my lord? Laertes, did you truly love your father? Or are you just putting on a painted show of grief, a pretty mask without anything real behind it? Why do you ask me that? It's not that I doubt you loved your father, but I know love starts burning hot and then time cools it down. I've seen enough to know that even the fiercest blaze has a wick that can burn slow. Nothing stays perfect forever. Even goodness, if it grows too wild, chokes itself and dies. What we mean to do, we should do when we feel it, because that I would turns into I should and gets delayed and watered down by excuses, talks, and chants. Then I should becomes just a wasted sigh. It feels like relief, but really, it leaves us hurting more. Now, cutting right to the heart of it, Hamlet is coming back. What would you actually do to prove you're your father's son? Not just by talk, but by deed. I'd cut his throat, even in a church. Yes, nowhere should be safe enough to shelter murder. Revenge shouldn't have limits. But listen, good Laertes, here's the plan. Stay quietly in your room. Once Hamlet's back, he'll hear you've returned too. We'll arrange for people to praise your skill, piling on even more glory than the Frenchman gave you, until it's irresistible to set up a match between you two. And we'll bet on who'll win. Hamlet, being too easygoing, too noble, too unsuspecting to look closely at the weapons, won't notice a thing. So you can easily pick a sword without a safety tip, and during that, what seems like just friendly sparring, pay him back properly for your father. I'll do it. And to make sure, I'll coat my blade with poison. I bought a deadly oil from Quack Doctor, so lethal that if you so much as nick someone with a knife dipped in it, no balm or herb, no matter how rare or powerful, could save them once it's touched their blood. Even the smallest scratch would be fatal. So I'll tip my sword with this poison. That way, even a light wound will be enough to kill him. Let's think about this through even more. Figure out the best timing and method to match our plan. If it fails and people see what we're trying to do, it'd be better never to have tried at all. So we need a backup. Something to finish the job if the first plan doesn't work out. Wait, let me think. We'll set up an official bet on your fencing skills. Yes, that's it. And when you two are fighting hard, sweating and thirsty, if Hamlet asks for a drink, I'll have a special cup ready. Just a sip from that will be enough to kill him, in case he somehow dodges your poison strike. Enter Queen. What news, dear Queen? One tragedy steps on the heels of another. They come so quickly. Your sister, Ophelia, has drowned, Laertes. Drowned? Oh God. Where? There's a willow leaning over a brook, its pale leaves reflected in the glassy water. That's where she went, waving strange garlands of crow flowers, nettles, daisies, and those long purples that rude shepherds call by a filthier name, but our shy maidens call dead men's fingers. She climbed out on the hanging branches to drape them with her floral crown, but a jealous branch snapped. Down she fell, with all her garlands, into the sorrowful stream. At first her clothes spread out around her like a sail, holding her up in the water like a mermaid. And while she floated, she kept singing fragments of old songs, as if she didn't understand how much danger she was in, or belonged so completely to the water she felt no fear. But it couldn't last. Her heavy clothes grew soaked, dragged the poor girl down, and pulled her from her sad singing to a muddy death. So then she really drowned? Drowned. Poor Ophelia. You've had enough water already, so I'll hold back my own tears. But that's just talk. Nature always wins. No matter what pride or shame might say, when these tears are spent, the softer part of me will be gone. Farewell, my lord. I've got words burning inside me, ready to explode, but this foolish crying puts out the flame. Exit. Come on, Gertrude, let's go after him. It took so much effort to calm him down before, and now I'm afraid this will set him off again. Let's go, quickly. Exits. This is the end of Act 4 of Hamlet, the Prince of Denmark, a play by William Shakespeare, read for you by Weirdo. Thank you.